Hello, friends. Welcome back to Soundline English Podcast. I'm Emma. Last week, a student told me, Emma, I understand everything you say, but when I try to speak, my mind goes blank. If this sounds like you, today's episode will solve this problem forever. I will speak slowly and clearly. You can listen, you can understand, and by the end of this episode, you will also know how to speak with confidence. This is one of the biggest problems for English learners. You can watch English movies, you can listen to English podcasts, you can read English books, but when someone asks you a question in English, you freeze. If you don't solve this problem, you will stay silent forever. You will understand everything around you, but you cannot share your thoughts, you cannot express your ideas, you cannot connect with people. This is frustrating. This makes you feel bad about your English. But today, this changes. I will tell you exactly why this happens, and I will give you the solution. So, why can you understand English but not speak English? Let me explain. When you listen to English, your brain is passive. This means your brain receives information. It doesn't create anything. It just recognizes words and patterns. Think about it like this. When you listen to music, you don't need to play the piano. You just receive the music. Your ears work, but your hands don't work. But when you speak English, your brain is active. Your brain needs to do many things at the same time. Find the right words, put words in the right order, use correct grammar, pronounce sounds clearly, do all of this quickly. This is like playing the piano. You need to use your hands, your eyes, your brain, all together at the same time. Listening is like being in the audience. Speaking is like being on the stage. But there's another problem. An even bigger problem. And this problem is about confidence. When you listen, nobody judges you. Nobody knows if you understand or not. You feel safe. You feel comfortable. But when you speak, you feel different. You think, what if I make a mistake? What if people don't understand me? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if I say something wrong? These thoughts create fear. Fear creates tension. Tension blocks your speaking. This is why your mind goes blank. It's not because you don't know English. It's because you are scared. Let me tell you about the confidence block. This is what happens in your mind when you try to speak English. Step 1. Someone asks you a question in English. Step 2. You understand the question perfectly. Step 3. You know the answer in your native language. Step 4. You try to translate the answer to English. Step 5. You worry about making mistakes. Step 6, you feel nervous and scared. Step 7, your mind goes blank. Step 8, you say nothing or you say, I don't know. This happens because you have two voices in your head. One voice says, speak. The other voice says, don't make mistakes. The second voice is usually louder, so you stay silent. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is normal. Making mistakes is good. Making mistakes means you are trying. Native English speakers make mistakes too. They say and They forget words. They start sentences and stop in the middle. This is normal human communication. Perfect English doesn't exist. Confident English exists. So the real problem is not your English knowledge. The real problem is your confidence. And confidence has a simple solution: practice without judgment. Now, I will teach you advanced shadowing for confidence. This is different from normal shadowing. Normal shadowing is about copying sounds. Advanced shadowing is about building confidence while you practice. Here's how it works. Step 1. Listen without pressure. Choose English audio that you understand 80%, not 100%, not 50%, about 80%. This could be a simple podcast, a slow English video, or an English story for beginners. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just get the main idea. When you listen without pressure, your brain relaxes. When your brain relaxes, learning becomes easier. Step 2. Shadow with self-compassion. Now repeat what you hear. But here's the key. Be kind to yourself. When you make a mistake, don't stop. Don't judge yourself. Just continue. Say to yourself, "It's okay. I'm learning. Mistakes help me grow." This builds confidence while you practice. Step 3. Focus on meaning, not perfection. Don't try to copy every sound perfectly. Focus on communicating the meaning. If you say, "I am happy," instead of "I'm happy," that's perfect. The meaning is clear. If you say, "I go to store," instead of "I go to the store," that's also good. People understand you. Communication is about sharing ideas, not about perfect grammar. Step 4. Add your own voice. After shadowing, try to say the same idea using your own words. For example, if the audio says, "It's a beautiful day today," you can say, "Today is very nice," or "The weather is good today." This builds your personal speaking confidence. Let's practice this together right now. Now, we will practice advanced shadowing for confidence. I will say sentences slowly. Your job is to repeat after me. But remember, focus on meaning, not perfection. Practice set 1. Simple confidence sentences. Listen to this sentence. I am learning to speak English with confidence. The meaning is you are building your English speaking confidence. Now repeat after me. I am learning to speak English with confidence. Good. Don't worry if it wasn't perfect. The meaning was clear. Next sentence. I understand that making mistakes is part of learning. This means mistakes are normal when you learn. Repeat. I understand that making mistakes is part of learning. Excellent. You are building confidence with each sentence. Next. I speak slowly and clearly, and that's perfectly fine. This means speaking slowly is good, not bad. Repeat. I speak slowly and clearly, and that's perfectly fine. Beautiful. You are doing great. Practice set 2. Real-life confidence situations. Now let's practice with real situations. These are things you might need to say in daily life. Listen. Excuse me, could you please repeat that? I want to make sure I understand. This is what you say when you don't understand something. It's polite and confident. Repeat. Excuse me, could you please repeat that? I want to make sure I understand. Perfect. This sentence shows confidence, not weakness. Next. I'm still learning English, but I'm happy to practice with you. This sentence is honest and positive. Repeat. I'm still learning English, but I'm happy to practice with you. Great work. You are not apologizing for learning. You are proud of learning. Next. Can I try to explain this in English? Please be patient with me. This shows you want to practice. You're not afraid. Repeat. Can I try to explain this in English? Please be patient with me. Wonderful. You are asking for practice opportunities. Practice set 3. Confidence affirmations. These sentences build your internal confidence. They change how you think about your English. Listen. Every time I speak English, I become more confident. This creates a positive cycle. Repeat. Every time I speak English, I become more confident. Excellent. You are programming your mind for success. Next. I have the right to speak English, even if it's not perfect. This is about self-respect. You deserve to communicate. Repeat. I have the right to speak English, even if it's not perfect. Beautiful. You belong in English conversations. Last one. I am proud of my progress, no matter how small. This builds long-term confidence. Repeat. I am proud of my progress, no matter how small. Amazing work! You have just practiced advanced shadowing for confidence. That's the end of our lesson for today. Remember, confidence comes from practice, and you are already doing a great job. Keep practicing and be proud of yourself. Now I will give you a daily plan to build speaking confidence. Morning confidence ritual, 5 minutes. Every morning, practice 3 confidence affirmations. Say them out loud. Look in the mirror if possible. Choose from these sentences. I am a confident English speaker. I express my ideas clearly in English. I enjoy speaking English every day. Say each sentence 3 times. Feel the confidence in your voice. Shadow practice, 10 minutes. Find 10 minutes during your day for shadowing practice. Choose content that you understand about 80%. Remember the 4 steps. Listen without pressure. Shadow with self-compassion. Focus on meaning, not perfection. And add your own voice. Speaking opportunities throughout the day. Look for small opportunities to speak English. Talk to yourself in English while cooking. Read English sentences out loud. Record voice messages to yourself in English. Start small, build slowly, celebrate every small victory. Evening reflection, 3 minutes. Before bed, think about your English speaking day. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? How do I feel about my English progress? Be kind in your answers. Focus on progress, not perfection. Now let's talk about changing your mindset. Your thoughts control your confidence. Old thinking versus new thinking. Old thinking, I need to speak perfect English. New thinking, I need to communicate clearly. Old thinking, people will judge my mistakes. New thinking, people appreciate my effort to communicate. Old thinking, I should wait until my English is better. New thinking, I improve my English by speaking now. Old thinking, native speakers are better than me. New thinking, we are all just people trying to communicate. Old thinking, I'm not good enough to speak English. New thinking, I'm learning, and that's enough. The 80% rule. Here's an important rule. You don't need to understand 100% to speak confidently. If you understand 80% of a conversation, you can participate. If you can express 80% of your idea, people will understand you. Perfect communication doesn't exist. Effective communication is the goal. Confidence comes from action. You cannot think your way to confidence. You cannot study your way to confidence. Confidence comes from speaking. Every time you speak English, even for 10 seconds, you build confidence. Every time you make a mistake and continue speaking, you build courage. Every time you express an idea in English, you prove to yourself that you can do it. Here is your homework for this week. Day 1-2. Start small. Practice the confidence affirmations. Say them out loud every morning. Get comfortable with your own voice in English. Day 3-4. Shadow practice. Find 10 minutes to practice advanced shadowing. Use content you understand about 80%. Focus on meaning, not perfection. Day 5-6, real speaking. Find one opportunity to speak English with another person. This could be ordering food in English, asking for directions in English, having a short conversation online, or speaking with a language exchange partner. Day 7, reflection. Think about your week. How did you feel? What was easy? What was difficult? Plan for next week. Remember, the goal is not perfect English. The goal is confident communication. Today you learned why understanding English is different from speaking English. You learned about the confidence block that stops you from speaking. Most importantly, you learned advanced shadowing for confidence. This method builds your speaking ability and your confidence at the same time. You discovered that the problem is not your English knowledge. The problem is your fear of making mistakes. But now you know, mistakes are normal. Mistakes are helpful. Mistakes mean you are learning. Your homework this week is to practice confidence affirmations, do advanced shadowing, and find opportunities to speak. Remember these key ideas. Communication is more important than perfection. Confidence comes from practice, not from theory. You have the right to speak English at any level. Every time you speak, you get stronger. Next week, We will practice real English conversations. We will work on natural dialogue skills. Your confidence journey continues. This is Soundline English Podcast. I'm Emma. Thank you for listening today. You are braver than you think. You are more capable than you know. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. Your English confidence is growing every day. See you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.